Honda Express SR on the bench. I figured I better start filming before I dig too far into it. Just acquired it tonight. Let's check it out. We'll go on for a closer view. Pop the air box off the carburetor. There's one thing I didn't know. It was missing from my previous SRs, that airbox mounting bracket over the carburetor in the middle of the screen, the dead center of the screen. That attaches to the rear fender and acts as a third point of basically bolting up the rear fender. So and then this kickstart lever is in a lot better shape than the other one I had. Still got the kickstart rubber. Alright, we've got a makeshift brake cable. That's not supposed to be like that, but we'll fix it up. We're going to need some rear tires. Rear fenders, seen better days. I'll try to hold the camera steady. I've got to hold it up in the air to do all this. So I've taken the gas tank out. There is no battery yet, and it's still got the oil tank, and the way the rear tail light hooks up is through those bolts in the gas tank. So I took the rear tail light off. And we'll move over here. We're missing the exhaust cover. And then we've got the dreaded auto choke system. Oh God. But I'm thinking of running the stock carburetor for the time being. I don't know, I'll have to decide on that. Maybe with a pod air filter, if I've got enough room to put it on there. I don't know what I'm going to do. Let's take a closer look at that carburetor. Alright, let's look at this carburetor. So we've got, that goes, wow. Alright, yeah, that was missing completely. So we might be able to do a different carburetor but keep this air filter mounting bracket system. Yeah, I got to go with a different carburetor, man, because it's just a mess with all those hoses and stuff. Drives me crazy. Just drives me crazy, man. I can't deal with that. Can't deal with that. And I may go with a lawnmower plastic gas tank. I don't know. The other one seems to be holding gas. There was a repair done to it, so we shall see. Moving right along. It does have the key, which is always a bonus, and apparently a working speedo. We'll test that. Then front wheel needs a little, is that rust? Yeah. I might. We're going to get new tires. The other one I had didn't have, this one barely has reflectors, at least it has one there. Has a headlight, but we're probably going to have to do the bulb swap. And there used to be, there's a rack that goes there, because those are the triangle bolts of the rack. The triangle bolt formation, which designates rack. Got the stock exhaust, which we will not be keeping. Alright, we've got some plastic damage. I'll see if I can fix that somehow. I don't know. Missing the reflector there. And the turn signals. There's no turn signals on this bike. So actually, I want to thank someone for getting rid of those because they just get in the way. Be nice to have. And our front brake needs tightening. What's the deal here? And we got a front fender. Rear fender. That rear fender is probably worth $100. I don't care if it is torn up. But we'll keep it, man. We'll keep it. Okay, the odometer reads 881. So I want to go in there and check out the condition of the belt. Would you like to join me? Hang tight. I'll tell you, I'll pause this while I get my stuff together. Okay, some of those bolts were on there pretty darn tight. I don't know what to make of that. This is a little, not good. What happened here? Somebody cranked this, man. But it'll go back on. Alright, so same thing on the Urban Express. Always hold this in while you do that. Ooh. I don't think anybody's opened this. A lot of, you may not be able to tell, there's a ton of belt dust. I'm going to say this first time this has been cracked open. I'm going to say, yeah, we've got the stock belt, and it's a bit worn. Not terrible. Well, wait a minute. Let's see here. This must have... Did this pop out? He should be aligned. Yeah, it must have popped out. Or maybe when the cover goes on. Let's see here. It's a little bit different than the Urban Express. And alright, that must be it. So it must slot. Okay, yeah, I see how it works. It's been a while since I've been in here. You got belt grime there. Well, you know, not terrible. No, that's not right either. I see the problem. Something came undone. This needs to why is this loose? Has somebody been in here? There we go. Now, sorry, is this boring? Come here, you. What we doing? Why is that loose? Somebody's been in here. Let me see if we can tighten this up. Alright, you probably want to see what I'm talking about, right? Right here, this is loose. It's a 10 millimeter, not an 8. So odd that that would be loose. I've never seen that loose. I guess it could work loose. And then I guess this is why we check these things, right? Move you over this away. So that's sitting where it should. Does this go in further? I don't think so. So maybe when you alright, one thing we should do right away make our lives easier. A little lubricant on that. Alright, so let's see if we can fit that in. There we go. Alright, we're all lined now. I was a little worried about that. We got some lubricant on the kickstart spindle. Belt's a little worn. But, yeah. So, anyhow, I will, I guess I'm going to get a real brake line. I assume the Urban Express brake line. Well, that might be a bad assumption. I can measure these things and compare, I guess. So anyhow, odd that that was loose. Odd indeed. Might as well check the gear oil. Why didn't we, you know, while we're here, right? You know, these are interesting things to do. What is that? It's a 12. That's a 10. Let me get something. Let's see what the gear oil looks like. All right, we probably should just change this anyways. So far, so bad. We might need to loosen the top. Oh yeah, it's going nowhere. We're getting no gear oil out of this thing. Maybe we just need a bit of ventilation. There she goes. It's awful thin stuff, but I doubt anybody's ever changed it. I was going to say that looks like 10W30, but, and you want, what is it, 70, 90, 80, 90, you want gear oil in here. We'll let that drain. Not seeing any shiny stuff, I don't think. It's only a few ounces goes in there. anyhow, a good thing if you get a new to you bike, check the belt, change the gear oil, clean the carb, stuff like that. So I need to tie this on down. You might want to, if you want to look in there and tell me what you think about that oil, go right ahead. Let me see here. How am I going to tie down this thing? I'm not going to bother tying her down. She's going nowhere. And on the gas tank, of course, they've got a gauge, a fuel gauge on the gas tank. And on the last one I had, that thing leaked gas from there. And on this one as well. So I'm going to take a quick measurement of the space I have here and see if I'm able to fit some type of lawnmower plastic fuel tank in that would hold about a gallon of gas. So anyhow, that's kind of the quick overview. It's not in too bad a shape. We're going to have some fun. Not sure exactly what I'm going to do with her, but just kind of go over some more. I've got a pipe to put on her, so I might take off the stock exhaust tonight and go from there. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.